Fighter number 1, from Cincinnati, Ohio, it's Nathan Kitchen.
Nathan Kitchen, through the smoke, but way more than smoke and mirrors, as he steps into the Armored MMA cage. So, Guy, talk to us. What's been your experience so far tonight? How do you like this?
John, this is amazing, man. This is like watching Gladiator, Braveheart, MMA, Nathan Kitchen coming in. He's bringing everything and the kitchen sink. You can go with that one. I mean, I got to set up that joke. It's there, but holy cow, man. These guys and gals are going at it.
And as we now experience our pro fight matchups, we're going to start seeing extended rounds. There'll be 2-minute rounds now with 2 minutes of rest in between. And let's meet Nathan Kitchen's opponent.
Fighter number 2, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, it's Alexander King.
All right, his opponent is Alexander King. He may be dressed as a knight, but he is a king. As we take a look at the tail of the tape, brought to you by Steak. Steak play smarter. Both of these guys with 2 years of experience. King is a little bit older, evenly matched up here, same weight class. And now that we are in the pro fights, we will see consistent weight matchups through and through, as per the rules of a Armored MMA pro fight.
To the center of the ring. And to reintroduce the fighters, wearing the navy blue brigade, we have Nathan Kitchen.
Nathan Kitchen, the Cincinnati product. Hearing it from the Boo Birds here. Must be an Ohio thing.
And his opponent, wearing the full plate kit, it's Alexander
King from Minneapolis, Minnesota, getting more love from the Hammond Civic Center.
The fighters have agreed to 3 2-minute rounds. If you're taken to the ground, you'll be stood up after 15 seconds. No illegal strikes. Defend yourselves at all times and obey the referee at all times. Fighters, do you agree to these terms? Then touch tips and back to your corners. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And Hammond, who's ready for an axe fight? Then start fight.
Hammond Civic Center packed to the rafters. We see our first two-handed axe matchup here of the night.
Guy, as you can see earlier today, when we were doing single hand sword, single axe, this is so different when you actually have a two-handed weapon.
It's reminding me of Star Trek right now.
Yeah, like that.
Oh, what happened there?
Ooh, disarm, disarm.
Disarm happens in the first 20 seconds of the round, so that'll be points against Alexander King.
Also, when you're using the long axe, if you get disarmed, it's
still points. Still points against you.
Okay.
But you got to keep your head on a swivel because you still can't let go of one and get that punch in. But ideally, you want to use your range. But when you get close, you got to let go.
Now, look at that. This is great. So you can actually use that to bring him down like that. That's amazing.
Oh, he tried to turn.
You could hear that in the cheap seats.
Yeah. That's where the armor really does protect you. If you didn't have any of that, you would have been donezo.
Oh, that's a winded man right there. Wow.
Yeah. He's going in. He's doing that.
You didn't have any armor, we'd be auctioning off that organ up on eBay right now.
Definitely. We'd be like, night use, light use instead of night use? Yeah, either way. I don't know.
Under a minute to go here in this first round. Raj Nation here with Spencer Waddell and our special guest.
Was that like a flying knee?
He was trying to get up above him, pushing down into the ground.
Our special guest, Guy Narduli, but you might know him as Johnny Zip from Tulsa King, the hit Paramount Plus show.
The man.
The myth, the legend.
Yes. Yes. Here in the flesh, watching people hit each other with axes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice turn right there.
Good turn around there. I love the whole portion of the MMA aspect of it here. Because they're getting thrown. The throws are great. It's like judo meets knights. I can't even
Knights
come
of the Round Table.
Knights of the Round Table. Yes, thank you. Wow.
This is the closest thing to Camelot.
Yes. Oh, a huge left
He's going for a
hand.
takedown. He's still on the ground. He's trying to push him over. It's hard to get that leverage. And once again, we are now in the profile round. Nice. Oh, the cage saved him.
Tries to go for that single leg takedown. Final seconds of the first round, and a knee to the skull.
And you got to think, right?
And Southbound, fighters to your winners.
Hard to decide.
Round is over.
It's like one of them's not dead yet. I don't understand.
I don't have it.
High energy action between Kitchen and King in the first round. So we take a look at the replay here. You just see this. It was our first time, Spencer, seeing this two-handed axe being used in any fight all night. So how does that change stylistically in approach to a fight?
So once again, as he just hit, the hit down, he had only one hand, he lost that. The power from a two-handed weapon is exponentially harder than any one single-hand weapon. You know those bases before. This is so much power getting each shot. For those of you who look at home, back when I fought Logan, who's going to fight actually lower today against Jimmy Shock, he actually dented my gauntlet from an axe shot, just like up and down.
Coming down?
Yeah, that's it.
So like, can you come straight up and down with the swing?
You can 12-6. You just can't impale.
You can't
You just
impale
can't, no
it.
thrust, no thrust. But you can.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I would hope that you wouldn't be able to thrust. That would be very devastating.
It'd be devastating and dangerous. That's where we had our wolf ribs, and as you see them going back and forth, movement. Their movement. You look at their different kind of armors, full metal, full carapace space. Where he has more of a brig, there's still metal under that. There's plates, but that's where they're riveted with each little piece upon that. We call it brigandine.
So when you start fighting in these little fights, like not these little fights,
Yeah,
the armor that they're wearing, obviously, can you choose to wear less armor?
Yeah, you can to a certain level. There's still safeties, but you have to cover certain parts of your body. You can't use all this one, and you still have to wear historically appropriate armor. They might be made out of modern metals, so it just depends. But as you can see, the shoulders.
That is a good point, right?
Yes.
You have to wear all armor from a specific time period. You can't mix and match from different eras.
Now you can't be like a Trash Knight, even though my friend Ringo Trash Knight if you're watching. But he still has one particular era. But you can't be like, I'm gonna take a little German Gothic, I'm gonna take a little Italian Salé, I'm gonna take a samurai armor. You can't. It has to be a put together kit.
So each fighter picks a time frame where they're from an era. They just run with that and they just go with it. That's great. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Fighter number 1, are you ready? Wow. Fighter number 2, are you ready? And Hammond, are you ready for round number 2? Then start fight.
All right, round 2 underway.
Look at that little posturing. See, he's not using any of the range with his axe. It's close. If I was the other one, just start hitting him.
Yes. Punches to the head by Alexander King.
So like he's perfectly set up. Like he's got like an MMA setup.
Here's style, but that's when you have that axe there, he just needs to be hitting them on it because there's nothing you can do with range.
And now they're right in front of us, and with weapons that long, we gotta move back in case that comes through the cage line.
Nice little glance up there, nice head hits. He's moving, trying to get that overhead grip. Same thing with the judo, with the hand positioning there. He's trying to get behind the leg.
Now, like a true strategy here, like what would you be looking for? Like if you're in the ring right now and you got him up against the fence, what are you looking for? Right
In that part, I'm either trying to stand him up so I can start working those legs and pull him away from the cage, or stop him from that part. When he starts doing that reap, as soon as he mixes, I'm going for that other leg.
Okay.
Start getting that other leg, kick it that, and then kick him the other way.
And then like, on a takedown, like the ground and pounds, we only have 10 seconds.
Well, now here in this one,
15
15 seconds.
in the pro fight.
fight,
Exhibition is
15
10, but now the pro fights you get 15.
So that's 50. I don't want to yell. I'm like, hit him with the axe. Which he did. So that's really makes him scared. He can't change with that. Nice hits. The armor does protect you. He can eat those headshots. That's one different that we have from MMA, where you can't just take shots to the face over and over again.
But how exhausting is this?
So
when you're
tired.
in there, you got to be exhausted.
So
at this
exhausted in
point.
the heat.
Yeah, and you see King, even just like holding the axe down.
Yeah.
And there you see his weapon.
They're right in front of
Drop
this part.
weapon.
He moves his arm. If he pulls away and just drags him down the ground, that's a good move. Push him over. That's another good move. Just get ground and pound or knees. We still do knees.
And letting
People are
their
wild.
opinion be known.
But still, this is where he has the axe. He needs to be hitting them.
He's got that stance from. Remember, like Bloodsport, that guy that was coming out. I think it was Paco, right? That was doing that. Yeah, he's got that little knee lift move. Like he's
It's like a Muay Thai stance. Yeah.
20 seconds to go here in this round. Second round action between Nathan Kitchen and Alexander King. A middleweight contest at the 185-pound weight class.
You saw he let him rock back, then threw him right back down to the ground with power.
Yeah, I was gonna like the center of gravity is totally against you on this.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I mean, you're upper weight. now. So if you're getting pulled forward, you're going.
Once your helmet starts going over your hips, you're just going.
You're going.
There's some knee shots
And
now.
stop fight.
Kitchen.
Fighters two corners with a quick minute
Now,
to rest.
again, strategy-wise, right? If you're on the bottom, right? If it's an MMA fight, you're going into jiu-jitsu type stuff. You want to be on your back, right? You want to go into the guard.
You can't, but that's through the submissions. There's
Okay,
not really
there is
submission in
really-
this one.
okay.
Even though people with their elbows, we don't endorse arm locks. People in the armor, things can lock out, be safe. But when people got their arms dislocated, that can happen. So it just depends. But it's different. As you saw, like the Muay Thai stance he started, he needs to be now throwing some shots at because you have the range. He should be raining down. As soon as he gets close to step off to 45, do again, go forward. You should be exerting your will. That's what the long weapons are for.
Yeah, it's like a jab in boxing. If you got that, use it. It's an extension of yourself, right?
But once again, these 2-minute rounds, and Ron was talking about this before, the 1-minute rounds are lightning. Now we're getting the 2-minute ones. And just like MMA, some people are like, oh, they're doing slow. Like, there's tons of times people, and then they say they wait out. They wait it out. So it's no different than a person with an axe.
Right.
Now, Guy, the way you're speaking about all of this, are you just a fan of MMA, or do you have any sort of fight training yourself?
I roll around a little bit in the gym. I can't insult the guys that really train at MMA. I roll around. I was a boxer back in the day, so I boxed. I was golden gloves. So I played around in the rings. But this here, though, watching these guys go at it, and the gals, man, the gals were something else earlier tonight.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, well, we were saying that
this
so
is
far was our vote for fight of the night.
Oh my God, hands down.
Yeah.
Hands down right now. But I mean, this is an extreme level of conditioning, fighting, technique, and everything else that you're going with. I mean, you take a boxer, you put him in armor. I don't know what I would do, man. I'd be lost.
You would need like a month, 3 months of training because we could just. One of my biggest backgrounds is boxing. But once you start getting those jabs, there's sword jabs where you can do like sword strikes. It's the same thing as a jab, but now you have a sword in your hand.
So it's just an extension of
Yes,
your
and then as you know in all martial arts, footwork, and everything. So if you have the gas tank and footwork, once you got used to the armor being super high, if you have a gamut and you just dance around the ring getting hits, you could take it away.
Final round. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And then make some noise if you're ready! It's start fighting!
All right, round 3 is underway. Kitchen and King.
But like I see what you're saying. Like he's got his 2 hands that go for it. Like he's got that one hand on his axe. Well, just go for it, right?
You should
swing it.
And that's the difference between technique. Some people get into schools where they're mostly like melee schools where you swing. But if you're doing, me being a duelist or longsword champion where I worked on, you can change that axe into like a giant longsword, use range, then choke up, and then come back.
Right.
You can see the mark on Kitchen's helmet there.
Oh, yeah.
From the axe shot that King just delivered.
You know, the power of that. And gentlemen, I both sometime if you ever have to in Chicago, we should meet up and actually do some displays with some of this weapon's potential power. You'll be like, whoa.
Yeah, like, what's the pound per square inch that's hitting this? Like, you know, boxers do the tests. Like, do you guys do these tests where you're swinging
There
these things in?
are some. I don't know them off the top of my head. Oh, nice takedown on the part. There are some. I don't have the numbers off the top of my head, but they're rough. Like with the points of those axes, even though they're not sharp, think about all that pressure per square inch on that axe.
Wow, it's got to be crazy.
Yeah, the armor works.
Now, looking at this, there's a lot of like exposed areas.
Yes.
So
They are legal targets except for the back of the knee. That's what, it's like when they talk and they had the little thing going on. Back of the knee, you're not supposed to aim for the back of the neck. All there's certain areas where they're not armored, but you're not supposed to hit. However, like the back of the legs,
where the
that stuff,
hamstring right there?
yeah,
Oh.
but you totally can. Or like the butt of the gluteus maximus. If you get that shot and it turns, you can totally hit them there. It's a hard shot to get, especially when someone's facing you.
And you'll see actually here, Kitchen has
Going for a leg shot. Wow.
Yeah.
just a casual leg shot, right? With the axe.
That power that he had from just that little fling right there.
Yeah.
That's
shows
so
you,
much.
right?
Well, it's got to be irritating too to receive that. It's like you're getting like those leg kicks in MMA.
Yeah, just like little chips.
kicks, yeah,
Just
little
chips,
chips.
and you're like, nice. Oh, that one's.
Now, what if the axe breaks? Like if you're coming down and it snaps?
If it just snaps, then they would stop that fight part and you have to get a different weapon.
Get a different
because
weapon?
now it's unsafe. Oh, nice punch. It's going.
Ooh.
There's so much energy. And that's what we talked about. Once you get those 2-minute fights, it's a lot. Nice, always trying to reach across.
Let's go!
Just kick again, points in.
You can see the exhaustion right now.
He's so
These guys
tired.
are they're going at it.
Just
So
some
tired.
like reminder kicks there from King.
Now he's trying to twist and turn. He needs to step up, step across. So close. Oops.
Fighters, junior killers! We'll tell you the scores to get you guys a winner.
Got a replay coming. We'll see how it is. But you saw how tired they are and how you're doing. People,
They're
because
exhausted.
you're at home. A lot of the fighters back home, everyone knows there's so much respect that comes in there. You're just tired. And you just got to keep on exerting your will on that other person.
So here's the replay now of this
Nice.
round 3 action.
So you see those taps, he's trying to block it with a half, but sometimes you catch him on your hand, he's catching on that. That still sucks.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Oh yeah. Still can bruise knuckles. It's not gonna break your bones. Nice to do a little team. Nice little shot. He thought about it a little bit too late, but that's okay. Nice little punch. Ground the edge, and now he starts wrapping around. He's like, I'm gonna turn you.
So you could use that axe right there as leverage.
Yep, you can use it like a little steering wheel, like just kind of like if you're doing judo when you're gi tossing. If you take that skit and you get them going, same thing with the axe handle. It's just hard.
The technique in this is just amazing.
There's so much to it.
There's so much more to this other than just swinging an axe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, these guys are working.
Oh yeah, 100%. And as you can see now, you get to all that position jockeying. That person's not just letting you push them to the wall; they're still trying to push you too. So you're tired. He's got him at the wall, and he's trying to figure out. And he's trying to. You can't see in the helmet because you can't really see below your chin.
Let's take it to Mickey for the decision.
Oh yeah.
After 3 brutal axe fight rounds, your winner is Nathan Kitchen!
Like I said at the beginning, he brought his kitchen sink.
Yeah, everything.
Kitchen brings
Everything.
it, takes down he came at the king and he did not miss. Woo!
From Columbus, Indiana, it's Dakota Miller.
Dakota Miller in this light heavyweight contest. Impressive background for Miller, 5 years experience, coming off of being an MMA fighter for 4 years, holding the strawweight title in both elite cage fighting and Indiana cage fighting. Made the Buhert national team 3 times, competing at the World Cup, in fact, internationally as the only representative from the state of Indiana. And what I'm really going to be really curious to see is maybe the speed and quickness, because Dakota does have a background actually in track and field. Now, a lot different in track. You're wearing the bare minimum of clothing, but we'll see.
Fighter number 2, from Nashville, Tennessee, it's Michael DeBruyn.
These are some like bad names. You know what I'm saying?
Real life legends. Like I said, this is the closest you get to Camelot right now.
Oh man.
And I'm pretty sure if King Arthur was here today, he'd be like, I need somebody to sit at my round table.
I'm waiting for William Wallace to come out and just start screaming.
Michael DeBruyn, weighing in 195 pounds. This is a light heavyweight contest as we see the tail of the tape between these two. DeBruyn out of Nashville, Dakota out of Columbus, Indiana. Both fighters almost equally experienced. We're in for a what I would say is a very tight matchup here.
Fighters to the center of the ring. To reintroduce the fighters,
There's respect.
wearing the red and black tabard, it's Dakota Miller. And his opponent, wearing the black and yellow, it's Michael DeBruyn.
A lot of love here for Michael DeBruyn.
The fighters have agreed to 3 2-minute rounds. If you take the ground, will be stood up after 15 seconds. No illegal strikes. Obey the referee at all times and defend yourselves at all times. Fighters, do you agree to these terms? Then touch tips and back to your corners. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And Hammond, make some noise if you're ready! And start fight.
We are underway. Dakota Miller, Michael DeBruyn. DeBruyn, the second of a husband and wife team we've seen competing. His wife, Skylar, also competes in armored MMA.
They both teach in my hometown gym here at Nashville Armored Combat.
These guys both look quick, but they got hands.
As you can see, they're striking about at the same time.
Wow. Man, that would decapitate you without that helmet on.
Now, the weight discrepancy between the two is 10 pounds. Does that make a difference in...
Just like any combat sport, just the more weight you have more impacts between your punches. However, traditionally, that means you're a little bit slower.
Right.
Traditionally.
Yep.
But it's really anybody's game.
Perhaps a little Muay Thai stance there, a little Muay Thai background as well, possibly based on sort of the stance maneuvering there from Michael DeBruyn.
See DeBruyn throwing those shots, then getting out, pulling his sword back so he has to make sure he's at coverage. Because you don't want to just come out with your sword down and get another shot.
But Dakota's defense is great. Do you see how his hands are flying up?
He's tracking each one of those shots. Look, you saw him with the kick. He's down there, hit him with the left. Now he's trying to get
Here we
around.
go. Wow,
Nice. Perfectly executed. Now he's there making those shots. Those are counting. Nice body shots. Trying to switch to the head. Mike's trying to block.
Yeah, that's irritating.
Miller making the most of his 15 seconds on the ground here.
Those head hammer strikes as well coming. And once again, still just exerting that will, the force of your body on the other person, just taking the wind out of him.
You know, and I gotta say, after having gone through the exhibition matches where it's 10 seconds on the ground, that extra 5 seconds is so much extra time.
It seems like a lifetime.
It makes the world of difference, especially when you're on the bottom side of it. You're just like, this is horrible.
What's it going from 1 minute to 2 minutes too? Like that's just exhausting.
Yeah.
I could just imagine, like back in the day when you were wrestling, 3 minutes. You're like, oh, it's only 3 minutes. 2 minutes hit, and you're like.
The pro fighters are actually literally fighting twice as much as the exhibition people. Think about that, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Twice as much.
So how much, Spencer, does cardio go into the training for a pro fight?
Cardio, and getting used to your own gear. That's like will win games or win matches. Because if you can just outlast them and have basic sword strikes and not get caught, you can win.
So are you running on a, like, for example, are you running on a track with your armor on? Are you doing cardio? Are you on an elliptical with your armor on?
Some people do, but once again, you rust all that on your joints. And as you can see with those sword strikes in and out, you got to get used to moving around in your armor. But when it comes down to just getting that cardio and gas tank, your body can only take so much wear and tear.
Sure. So are you using like weighted vests?
I do. Like I have a 10 to 15 pound weighted vest. And I can take out the plates, like it looks like a battle carrier. I can do that. But then just getting used to, and then with your helmet on sometimes, you don't need the whole amount of armor to get used to it, just for your breathing. Nice punches at the same time simultaneously. But no, that's a great question. But if cardio wins fights, honestly.
Cardio,
great takedown right there. Yeah. It's so great to see this because I take the armor off, and that's a great takedown.
Oh yeah, it's all there. The mechanics are there.
Mechanics are there.
Yeah, exactly.
Then we got Mickey coaching the side.
Mickey just jumped out there.
Yeah, because he's from our gym. You gotta help out the students.
Mickey is doing everything tonight.
Yeah,
he's ring announcer. He's been color commentator. Now he's a corner.
Everything under the sun, as you can see. And seeing this guy work at the gym, where he does not sleep very much at all. He's just working to make the next show work. Mickey Gallus is putting so much of his heart and soul into all of this. He's just a machine.
He just announced 1 minute while coaching.
You got to make it work. You got to think about this too. He's doing like a great service to the sport now. It's like he's showing like, hey man, I'm doing everything right now.
It shows.
I believe in it. I believe in what we have out there. The product is right there. That to me means more than anything else. It's like loyalty, respect, dedication to the craft. As as an actor, you dedicate yourself to the craft. That's a dedication to this, man. And I applaud him for that.
100%. And he's the leader on this part, spearheading part. He can literally step back, but he can't because he's like, I got to keep on working and make this succeed. He's doing a great job.
Leads by example.
I agree.
Pretty even in the first round. I think in this round, a lot of it's going to hinge on the gas in the tank, and we talked about the cardio, right? So I'm seeing a little bit more cardio left. Pure speculation, but from what I observed, Dakota Miller, I think, has better cardio than his opponent, Michael DeBruyn, but we'll find out.
I got to say this, Sam. Dakota's hands seem quicker. Like he's got quicker hands. They're both moving at the same, like almost at the same pace, but Dakota's getting in there a little quicker.
And Dakota's been working really hard. He also has a nice gym that he's starting to build down in Indiana, teaching what he preaches, what he shows. Nice, solid sword strike. You can hear that, boys. When you hear that just go tink, that's when you know the edge side's lined, and it actually hits not like a thunk. It's a tink.
Yeah.
Send it. Oops. Making sure, checking out. Make sure the shield's good.
Here, like playing football, right? You got those helmets, right? And you collide.
Yeah.
You play football, back in the day, and you collide. Head to head hurts, right? And you hear a little ringing of the bell, like when you're like, oh wow, that was a ring. a sword coming down on your head, you got to hear, like, that's got to be an echo.
You hear it.
You hear it and feel it.
And feel it. And it depends on the padding, on the distribution, how it is. Some people it hits and it just sounds great, but sometimes like actually you're like, oh shoot.
And then you still have to deal with someone probably doing another blow right at you a second later.
You got a shield coming right at your throat. Right now. And there it was.
And that's the part about with boxing, it's a little bit different. When you have this helmet, it is a real sport. You're seeing also he's trying to work on it, but you're punching at somebody, it just slips off. The helmet does what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to deflect hits. It's supposed to make you safe.
Dakota with some highly skilled shield jabs there.
Nice pullback. It's all Mike trying to be like, let me get you. He tries to shuffle out.
Going back to what you were just saying about the helmets, deflecting the shots. You know, when you watch MMA and you watch boxing, like there's the violence and the blood and the gore. You get the violence here.
Yes.
Right? You just don't get the blood here.
Not as much. There's sometimes where if you watch some of the early ones, one of the ladies' fight is Shannon Knight versus Amanda Hatt. She got punched in so much it rocked her helmet in her face full of blood. Wow. One fight, it was either
headbutts from Dakota Miller.
He's just dominant in that position. Andrew McCabe, who was before, he's the captain of the Kenyas, who's in there. He actually fought John Stegmeyer. They were doing an axe fight, doing spinning moves that looked like a Game of Thrones. Stegmeyer had bloody lips sometimes. Wow. It can happen, but the armor most of the time stops him from getting there.
But what I'm saying is like it's actually very safe.
Yes.
Like, I mean, the injuries are going to happen, but this is actually very safe. Like, as long as you're trained properly, like you guys are, this is actually really safe. Oh, wow.
Nice. That one got he was like, yeah, you caught me. You caught me. But that's the part we talk about. Like, sometimes Joe Rogan was actually mentioning, like, these people are like getting brain damage every single time. Like, the padding works. The armor works. Because it sucks still? Yeah. But it's doing what it's supposed to do. And you got also Ricky Rayome making sure that everyone's safe, and he calls it when he gets a chance to. He has one of the hardest jobs in this whole building.
And he's the least protected.
Yes.
I mean,
he has like a body plate, if like that. His arms are like covered. He's working hard the whole dang time. So Ricky Rayome, please guys check him out. He's just making sure everyone's safe. I mean, the vanguard.
You swing that sword. You take a baseball swing and they duck. He's got nothing. He's out there with nothing. He's there with a helmet and gloves.
And looking back at the replay, we got them going. We got DeBruyn. Dakota's doing really good at getting those sword shots in and then getting out. It's like Mike's trying to chase smoke. What's getting that nice little inside. That's to say, that's what you get. It's hard to get people off balance with that, but that's how you do it. And then you pull them. Then he's just like, gotcha. And then knees.
Guy, anything you're taking from this fight or the night overall that you're like, maybe this will help me as I'm acting for Tulsa King?
Well, the dedication, I'm not no joke around it. The dedication that these guys are showing, I would love to take a percentage, just a smidge of what they're doing. These guys are dedicated to this, man. And you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna take a move here and there, throw out a little armor, and take down the boss. I gotta go after it.
Now, one of the things we know in Armored MMA is it's kind of like they put the armor on, they are that fighter. Match ends, they take the helmet off, they go back to being themselves. When you are filming, do you ever find yourselves like cameras off, but you're still in Johnny the Zip character?
No.
Like all of a sudden, like your Southside Chicago accent comes in?
The sausage in the guys. No, for me, it's acting. When they say action, I act. Okay. They say cut, I stop. I mean, there's a bunch of actors, who do the method, and they got to be, Daniel Day-Lewis, amazing actor, terrific actor. He had to be called Bill the Butcher the whole time through Gangs of New York. That's his style. Sure. Not my style. There's a story out there that Laurence Olivier told Dustin Hoffman, I'll make it really quick, told Dustin Hoffman, he was method, he was doing everything. He's like, I'm so tired. And he's like, it's called acting, just act. So.
That's well said.
It's a great story. Round 3 action underway with Dakota Miller and Michael DeBruyn.
They are still looking full of pep in their step. Yep. Nice, crisp sword strikes. Nice movement. They're not just slugging it out. They are moving. They are moving. Nice move. Nice in. He tried to see it, tried to stop him.
And Miller responds with a knee to the gut.
Shield broke, so he's going to stop it. That shouldn't take away. It's the second armor failure. If he gets third, they call it. That's the hard thing about the sport because it's not like he's trying to. But as you saw with the punch when Dakota did, it broke that back strap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what happens if you can't replace the armor or the strap or anything? Are you disqualified?
That would be disqualified normally. Most times, fighter would try to help. Like someone would just be like, "Get me a buckler," like one of those little dish ones we talk about. Switch off. because no one wants to lose a fight on a technicality.
Yeah.
We don't want the fight. The crowd doesn't want that.
Right.
So
and you don't
want to
win. You don't want to win on that either.
No, I want to fight them at their best.
You know, actually, speaking of that, Michael DeBruyn had a recent win against Jesse Bishop by TKO. It was due to a critical armor failure in the first 15 seconds, but the crowd demanded a continuation, and the fighters agreed to it. So then they fought a second round, and then he won by TKO again.
Now, how do you not love the sport now? Because the crowd is dictating, thumbs up, thumbs down. Like, literally.
This is the close to a gladiator combat where they're like, we want more, we want more. And being a fighter, you feel the need to say, and then the sword goes. It happens. This is not an armor failure, though. This is just a sword break. Got to get another one.
So he gets another sword.
Yes.
The handle flew off of the sword.
So it broke it. So there's a temper in there, like metal. Their real weapons get hit. So every single time that metal gets hit, they get metal fatigue.
Yeah.
So it's not if a sword's gonna break, it's when.
It's funny because Mickey at the beginning of the event, he was giving like the safety things. He's like, "Hey guys, be careful. Things might go fly."
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. And it was nice how that was actually more compiled.
Center of the ring. We're a little bit lucky for the three of us. We're lucky it happened in the center of the ring.
Sometimes it explodes. It just goes everywhere.
Oh, these guys are still going at it.
Oh yeah. This is professionals doing work.
Under a minute to go in this third round. Dakota Miller, Michael DeBruyn, light heavyweight contest, armored MMA at the Hammond Civic Center in Hammond, Indiana.
Dakota was trying to go with a nice little stay or a little turn.
Using that. Really, he just kind of like bodied him up against the cage wall there.
Nice kicks. Yeah, he's just keeping them. That's when sometimes the cage is not your friend. But you're there. You know where you're at. Lock in and try to make some other things happen.
Miller wearing the sort of off red and blue. Really has been using all of his body.
Now, right now, he can't do like a kick up, right? He can't kick him off of him, right?
He could. He just once again think about all that metal on your leg and sometimes where it cinches right in that hip.
Look at that position Miller has with his left foot planted, able to just drive knee after knee after knee into the body of Michael DeBruyn. Great finish for Dakota Miller.
Dakota put it all out there. That was really great. They hug it out once that respect at the end. Because that's what people sometimes, they want that more like animosity. A lot of these people, we've been fighting together either throughout the world or in this nation for like the past 10 years, if not. Or the people just get in like their 4 years and 4.5 years. But you know people, you train with people. Sometimes you get to find the same team. Right. So there's that, there just falls. Nothing like you like to see. You see, look at it. He's just like, oh man.
He's holding on to the handle.
Yeah.
He's like,
But to that point, Spencer, it's like, if you might be friends with someone, but you'd still want to beat them in a game of pickup basketball.
Oh, heck yeah.
Right? And
heck yeah.
And then you can go and get pizza afterwards. But for the spirit of the competition, you don't need to be friends.
No. But then people are like, why are they hugging at the end? I'm like, because they have respect.
Yeah. Let's head to Mickey for the decision.
Your winner is
Dakota! And it does in fact go to Dakota Miller. Great fight for him. Great fight for both of these competitors. DeBruyn might have lost, but he definitely showed up throughout the entirety of those 3 rounds.
fighter number 1 from Des Moines, Iowa. It's Logan Ballanger.
so this armor is like they picked this one, right? This that arrow. Wow, man.
And I've had the privilege to fight Logan in an axe fight before last year.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
It was really great. He had so much power. I managed to walk away with a W on that one.
You beat him.
I beat him W on that one. But he's a showman. He has a good time. It was no joke. Like I said, he broke my gauntlet on one edge, and I was just like, woo! I did not want to let him hit me. But his opponent coming up, boys, you guys are ready for a treat.
Last name is Shock for a reason.
Yes, he is. The shock and awe.
I'm not going to lie to you. I think I'm going to have nightmares tonight.
Open the closet and you see him just there.
Fighter number 2 from Fraser, Michigan. It's Jimmy Shaw.
Nice salute coming up to the spark, through the fire and the flames. Jimmy Shock is here to take some names.
This is Mickey's guy, isn't it?
Yeah, so King is a Stranger group. They're awesome. I've had the awesome chance to fight Jimmy as well. He walked away with the W. I want my rematch. He's 28 years old. He fights like a champ. He is absolutely pound for pound probably the best fighter in this weight class.
Tail of the Tape is brought to you by Corona. Corona, your playa awaits.
Fighters to the center of the ring. To reintroduce the fighters, wearing the black with the teal trim, we have Logan Ballanger. And his opponent, wearing the black with the kick-ass sun on it, it's Jimmy Shaw.
These guys are ready.
Praise the sun, I suppose.
The fighters have agreed to 3 2-minute rounds. If you're taking the ground, you'll be stood up after 15 seconds. No illegal strikes. Defend yourselves at all times and obey the referee at all times. Fighters, do you agree to these terms? Then touch tips and back to your corners.
Spencer, you have fought both of
Fighter
these men
number
before.
1, are you ready?
Like you mentioned,
Fighter number 2, are you ready? And Hammond, let them know that you're ready! Then start fight.
Logan's guys work it out for him. That's all I gotta say. Logan's guys work it
he
out.
beat Spencer, or
Oh, wow. They're coming at it.
Jimmy's been working really hard too. He just recently took away 3 gold medals in, I believe it was a judo contest. So he has been working on leveling up. He's got good movement. Like I said, this is that boxing. Look, he's on a does fly.
yes.
Jimmy does not pull back anything. Logan needs to start working.
He's smooth.
Amazing craftsmanship right now.
Yeah.
That sword work, man. Wow, look at this.
Nice movement. So
And then a
Logan's gonna draw.
good side swipe away.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
So
Logan?
which one of these two is, like, you're saying, like, was the hardest for you?
Jimmy walking away with the W, and like it was a good fight. I still have a lot to work on to get there, but he's doing exactly the cardio's there. He's moving.
what
He goes
is
into the
that?
cage. Jimmy has been doing a lot more sword fighting in this one instead of takedown. So I think he might have had some talk. He's just going to win with the sword fight, but he's no slouch in the grapple.
1 minute.
But Logan needs to throw. He's tired.
Yeah.
Or he's figuring it out. He might be working a whole rope-a-dope.
Well, and Jimmy's been the one using up all the energy thus far and not looking like he's even, it's almost like he just started the fight with how much energy he still has.
Yes. No, as you can see, a lot of these Kenyans around there, they don't play. They're one of the best teams in the world. They're one of the best teams in the nation.
Nice. Wow, these guys are just going.
Jimmy feels it. Jimmy's here.
Jimmy's on one right now.
He took the edge of that shield right to the throat of Ballanger.
30 seconds.
This is a pretty good, but once again, this is very, very applicable to an MMA fight where people are fighting, they're trying to feel their out person.
Feel each other out, right. I mean, that looks like that's what Logan's doing. He's just trying to find his mark, but Jimmy's coming in quick with that sword.
But Jimmy's hitting like lightning and then disappearing like smoke.
So now, Spencer, this style of helmet that Ballanger's wearing, what's it called and what's the kind of level of visibility compared to shock?
So this is like a closed face, almost like a griffin helm. They call them griffin helms. They almost kind of like a bat snake.
Stop fight. Fighters to your
But
corners.
it's this, not perfect, but with the holes, your visibility is really, really minimal. It's like you're looking through a chain link fence and you're trying to see what's going on. But it's super, super safe. So that's a trade-off. We got Jimmy, though, with the wolf rib, which a lot of times Nikki wears wolf rib, I wear wolf rib. You have potential for shots to get through, be a little bit unsafe, but you get to breathe a lot easier. But I'll tell you, like, so that whole kind of shock of still being in that, something that still feels like you can't breathe. So you just got to know that I'm okay, no one's dying. You got to keep on moving forward.
So it's basically the fighter's preference on what they want. I mean, the visibility obviously goes the shock on that one.
We saw a lot of cardio out of Jimmy Shock in that round. You're seeing some of it here as we see the replay. That charging attack that he was able to make earlier in the round, that's just impressive considering all the weight that he's carrying from the armor. And on top of that, he himself weighs 265 pounds.
Oh, he's a big dude. Big dude. He told top, he didn't like it.
Yeah. Plus that armor, and he's moving like a lightweight.
Not only that, but a week ago he was in a BJJ tournament.
Yep. He walked away with
That's where his cardio's at. That's where his cardio's at. So he's already set up.
But 7 days later, 6 days later, he's already back at it in this.
And he's swinging the.
There's something though about it when you're in the cage, you have nothing but yourself to rely on, and you don't want to look back at the highlight reel and be there. Oh, I should have been doing this.
Hammond came today. Hammond came today.
Hammond showed up and showed out.
Amazing crowd as we hit round 2 here between Ballanger and Jimmy Shock, this heavyweight pro fight.
Logan's got to bring it in this round. He has to.
He has to.
And start fight.
Jimmy's still moving. It's that boxing stuff we talk about. Always still moving. It doesn't look as fast as the boxing, but you still don't want to be caught off balance.
Logan's still kind of delivering that poised stance.
Jimmy's got a little high one. He's going with the offside Molinet. Nice shots there. Logan needs to be getting... Oh, he hesitated that one. Needs to go.
And there's that another charging attack with the shield by Shock, but Ballanger was able to block it.
Yep. Logan's caught off that Molinet now. Jimmy's throwing this offside Molinet. Nice leg shot, so he's trying to get him to bite.
But Logan's like flat-footed, though, throughout this whole
bit,
thing, right?
He has been.
I mean, Jimmy's on his toes.
Yeah.
It's almost like if you're Ballanger, you really, with the quickness that Shock is bringing to you, you really got to take any block you get, you almost got to immediately respond with a sword strike.
Here we go. Logan's trying to step over, but now he's getting into the game. Jimmy's now going to use this ring and get some. He's trying to step forward, trying to get that Soto.
Step over right there.
They're both fighting for it. Jimmy's getting that Soto over. You see him kind of hooking in. He's going to try to turn him.
Trying to hook that leg.
1 minute.
Logan's trying to get those shots. Jimmy said, no, you're not getting shots. So
There it is. There it is.
And now it's just down for the down pound.
Now it's like 15 seconds of ground and pound. Headbutts. I saw that in the last one. That was great.
That is a shock, in fact. Jimmy Shock with a headbutt to Logan Ballanger, and now some left hands with the shield.
Once again, this is weight. I think Jimmy's being nice, or just propping him up so he can move. If he just put all of his weight on him too at that point, that's now 350 pounds of you while you're trying to fight back. And sometimes you just have to worry about just breathing and trying to block. You're just like...
So the strategy on that when you're on top, right? Because obviously the ground and pound in MMA, you're going for hard hits, right, to knock him out. You're not knocking him out on the ground and pound. You're really trying to suffocate him, right, and just pick up those little points.
Suffocate, try to smother as much. You can get up, you can put those knees. You can't do a full, like, jumping and just do a knee, but you can still put your knee on them and do that weight full each time and make them hate every second of being there on the ground.
Yeah, you don't want to be on the ground on this one.
No, it's horrible.
Quick fix of the armor here for Logan Ballanger.
30 seconds.
Jimmy Shock's trying to get rid of Logan right now, just going to the body. Oh, nice slip.
Ballanger fighting back, though.
Yeah.
And there you see a couple sword shots to the back of the leg. Those are not for nothing.
Nice movement there. Jimmy's trying to turn him.
Ooh.
Nice breakaway. No free breaks. He's trying to get that sword strike. He's get out. That's what you want.
And Shock goes right at him again. And that jab to the throat with the shield.
Two trees falling in timber. They hit hard. Oh, that hit to hurt.
It just sucks. It's just energy. Just energy being expended on both sides. Then when you get thrown and halfway into that, you're just like, crap.
Gravity, momentum plays a role more than any other sport.
Like when you're falling, you could break that fall. Like normally, right? No, but with this gear, with the armor on, there's no break. Like you can't move.
It's
going
very
down.
hard. I had one, if you guys go back and look at the replay, he's doing sword strikes. But Logan one time threw me, and he actually had me throw, but I turned and twisted and got him on top. So you either have to be really fast at that split-second decision, or just let it happen.
Yeah, right here, like this.
So you try to step over, you try to get that nice Soto, get him to the wall. Jimmy's like, this is where I feel safe. The sword's going through that, give me some leverage. Jimmy's gonna move a little bit more, move that little foot. He locks in, gets that tight position, steps. He's like, I got this. Oh, steps out. And then now he should get it again. Now he gets it right there.
It's almost like he duped him into that.
Yes.
He went in with the leverage with it, took it off, and Logan thought maybe he could get in now, and Jimmy just took him down. That was
the headbutt strike was just something
so
else.
Cool. He's just like, yeah.
Again.
How you doing? No, it's a lot of energy. And then when you get into that throw, when you step and miss that one, you got to see how many steps they take. And you're like, oh, should I try it again? Should I try it again?
Right. Now we'll see towards the end of the round.
Ooh, those shield hits or something else.
So Spencer, you've beaten Ballanger. You've lost to Shock. What's your advice for Ballanger heading into this third round? Because Shock definitely is winning on points right now.
Oh, yeah. He has to put pedals in the metal and start dancing around, getting those sword shots in. Like our good man Guy said, the golden glove. He needs to turn that golden glove skills into some sword shots. Otherwise, he's just done.
Guy Narduli, are you ready?
I am ready. I want to to see what round 3 brings right now.
Let's do this.
I want to see Logan start throwing some hands.
Yeah.
I want to see that. I was like, he's got to go.
So here's that duct taping sort of you were talking about, right? Like
Yeah.
sometimes your quick fix, and it's blocking his vision even more because it's coming around the front of the helmet.
Yeah, but it's around his face. Like where that would be, that's right around his mouth. So that's not too
Got to
bad.
be hard to breathe, though,
But
because you can't breathe out.
Not as well, but he still has the holes around it. And at this point, he's going, ooh, this is almost a reverse. Logan needs to kick off the wall, turn. Jimmy's wrenching up on his arm. And now he's just trying to get that weight where we talk about once again, just trying to make him suffer. To suffer.
Flips the body over, and now he's able to ground and
Got
pound.
side mount. I mean, that's...
And see, there's that knee we talked about. That knee, trying to get that knee in there. Because Logan, once again, we're talking about armors, is in a brig. Brig gives the weight for it. So when you get knees at, you're feeling it. But this time, Logan's just trying to make it through.
He's just trying to get his air back
He's
back
trying
in his
to.
lungs.
So even though that's probably around the front of his mouth, that tape, you think about your vision, you can't look down. That's blocking your
And that
vision.
one,
looking
really,
at
the
you.
angle you see the curve of that one, you wouldn't be able to look down anyway, really.
Yeah, fair.
It's rough.
Oh, he's not moving. He's out. He's gassed.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Great job.
He's just trying to weather the storm. He's tired.
Final minute here of the third round. You can
He's-
almost get the sense that Shock is just kind of like,
He is using
You
his
know,
smile.
he's got a
He's
smile on his
That's
face.
That's
brand.
like, we didn't fight him. He's just smiling the whole time. We're just going at it.
jumping attack of Shock onto Ballanger.
Oh, look at that right
Look at
there.
that.
That sword is coming right to
But it's
us.
fine. It won't get to us. That's the part. That's how it works. Nice little punch down.
And he's got the sword handle going into his head.
The sun shines down. Just rocking. Absolutely rocking it.
So what's with the 15 seconds, though? Is that just because all that weight and you're down?
Yeah,
and
because
just to
it's
give
just
a fight,
impossible.
just to give a fair fight of it
It's
all?
very rare. Sometimes people get knocked down and then you do get up. But for the most part, it's really, really hard to. So the match would just be over. So it's just that whole equalizer. Nice. You did see that little shake up?
Shows him the right, comes with the left. He's
Really
takedowns are amazing.
Logan's just all gassed. He's gassed now. And Jimmy just knows he can do whatever he wants to.
Meanwhile, Shock is all gas and no brakes.
Yes.
And look at this.
Oh, look at him. He's just
This is
spanking
just,
him.
he's
He's spanking him.
toying.
He's just giving him
with
the spanking. Look at this.
And Jimmy Shock.
Jimmy Shock. Shocking no one.
No. Lightning does strike twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5. Just keeps on going.
Oh, poor Logan just gassed.
He's just completely gassed.
And final seconds here of this third round.
Seconds fighters.
He's got a chance. Oh, he leans into it. He's not
Shock
really.
says,
Head
"I'm
back.
back."
Logan said, I'm still here.
Jimmy was like, you know what? We're gonna end this with a punch. We're not gonna be friends.
No free breaks. No free breaks.
But that'll add to his point total as you gotta think about the ranking systems moving forward.
Oh,
that
yeah.
matters, right? Not
So-
just for showmanship.
So when you win these fights by points, does that go towards your point total for
It's kind
rankings?
of like your whole ranking styles. Like, Michael Jordan shooting all these threes, doing stuff there. You still have these shots. You can go back and be like, he fired these many sword strikes. He did these many takedowns. It's adding towards your weapon block and making you look like the goat he is there, taking his time.
Just sit down.
And Logan Ballanger, you can see, is just beat.
He's just
But
toast.
as we take a look at the replay, just everything in this round was Jimmy Shock.
Jimmy's just hyping up the crowd, man. Jimmy's in it.
Jimmy wants this. Jimmy wants the crown this year. Jimmy wants the crown for super heavyweight.
Well, he's got to come across you again.
My plan is to stop him from getting there.
And we see the sign of respect from Ballanger to Shock. And let's get our final decision here, officially from Mickey.
After 3 brutal rounds, your winner is Jimmy Shaw.
From round one all the way to the end, man. He brought it.
Once again, Jimmy knew it. And I don't think it was discredit to Logan. Logan knew that Jimmy would be coming at him with everything, so you try to feel things out. But you would have to have every one sword strike, then you still gotta have 2. If you're gonna mount there and be like a turret, you gotta be like bop bop.
You know what I love about this, though? Because I'm watching this for the first time, right?
Yeah.
And a kid brought in boxing, MMA, you're watching all that. This isn't a gimmick. Like, you guys are fighting.
Yeah.
Like, this is legit. Like, people, the first couple fights, people get hurt, man. This is real, man. This is
legit.
real and super talented, man. This is amazing.
Fighter number 1, from Benson, Minnesota, it's Pete Mo.
Pete Mo enters the cage. This is a titan-weight clash.
Yeah.
Woo-wee. Pete Mo, 320 pounds of man.
Fighter number 2, from Phoenix, Arizona, it's Bill Woodbury.
Bam Bam Woodbury. Wearing the red and black. As he enters the cage, we will take a look here at the tail of the tape, brought to you by Icon Tattoo of Tennessee. We talked about this during the pre-show. 50-pound differential in this Titan weight clash. A lot of experience differential and age differential as well. So I'm really curious to see how all of these factors, in fact, play a role in the outcome and the proceedings of this contest.
Fighters to the center of the ring. To reintroduce the fighters, wearing the black with the king-ass sun, it's Pete Mo. And wearing the red and black tabard with the American Eagle on his shield, it's Bill Bam Bam Woodbury.
Woodbury, something of a celebrity
He is.
in the armored combat
The fighters
arena.
have agreed to 3 2-minute rounds. If you're taking the ground, you'll be stood up after 15 seconds. No illegal strikes. Obey the referee at all times and defend yourselves at all times. Fighters, you agree to these terms. Then touch tips and back to your corner.
I've had the pleasure of fighting Pete Mo in the ring. I've had a pleasure of fighting Bill Bam Bam in the ring
Fighter
as well.
number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2,
A lot
are
of
you
first-hand
ready?
insight into this
And
one.
are you still with me out there? Then start fighting.
Bam Bam Woodbury, the History Channel Night Fight champion. Many would say the most recognized armored fighter in the United States. He's backpedaling
there.
here to begin this one, but using a lot. Oh man, this is
Pete Mo is no
Technique.
slouch.
Problem is Pete is just coming off of a real bad cold. He just
Yes.
Rejoined the army, I believe, and they had him out
Wow.
in the rain for a while. So
Yep, so he was diagnosed with pneumonia. I believe somebody's like, hey, I'm still here to fight.
yeah.
So he is putting his best foot forward, conserving energy, and fighting his best fight.
coming back to Bam Bam. He has the most national and international medals of any armored fighter. Talked about before how he's always felt like he was born in the wrong century and how this sport was in fact made for him. He actually got into this sport by playing Dungeons and Dragons at the start.
There you go. That gets a lot of people into it. And as you can see, our front row seat right there.
Yeah.
Turn. Pete Mo's no slouch. Like, what's getting turning, positioning, and knees. Getting those hits.
Look at these strikes.
Hits.
Pete Mo bringing it to Bam Bam Woodbury, and now almost like a chin lock he went there.
That's the biggest thing. If Bam Bam gets out of this one, next round, you can't let Pete Mo catch up with you and just manhandle you. Because once he gets you, he's going to do that.
Right. It's too much weight to overcome. If you're on the ground, you're not getting back up.
Yeah.
We have a new class in our league called Titan class, and it's for the 300 and up. And there's a lot of 300 boys in the
White, literally.
With all this experience Bam Bam has, Pete Mo is the #1 ranked Titan weight fighter
Sure is.
in armored MMA.
He actually hasn't had anybody make it past second round.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there's the first milestone there if you're Bam Bam.
Definitely.
To try and cross.
I think the ammonia is going to help just a little bit. So,
Honestly, if he gets Bam Bam down like that again, he better start bringing knees.
yeah.
I would not want to get kneed by Bam Bam.
Pneumonia. Yeah. Sorry, pneumonia. Right there. Just, wow. Bam Bam's now, he's seeing his range. He's being way cautious of his range because he does not want to be grappled.
You see Bam Bam kind of being a little bit more calculated now.
Oh, yeah.
After seeing or be on the receiving end of Pete's offensive there in the first about 2 minutes of this round.
As I was trying to articulate before, it's nothing like looking across the ring and looking at a loaded Pete Mo. And you're like,
Stop
holy
it,
hell.
stop it, fighters to your corners.
Nice.
Put him in the rest. Coming back out in round number 2.
Got a replay coming.
So round 1 in the books. Pete Mo really living up to that #1 ranking as we take a look at some of the action from round 1.
Yep. Pete's doing very good, keeping that range, keeping that shield out. Bam Bam's trying to shove him off. Pete's doing good sword strikes each one. So that one, I honestly don't know how many shots Bam Bam got in.
And this is where Pete's really going to do a good job, is press against the rail, or the wall, excuse me, and then utilize that in his size to really, I mean, end up in this position that we're seeing right here.
And look at that sprawled out positioning, making sure for whatever Bam Bam tries to do, he's like, cool, I got you.
But circling out to the side like this, a knee would have been probably the end of the fight, honestly.
It honestly would have.
He's got heavy knees when they come in. So, but understand he's got pneumonia, he's going to pace himself, but Kenya's fire, man, they burn it down. Like every fight, they burn it down. They will not leave anything out there. So if he's got anything left in him, he's going to send it all.
Yeah. And you can see it. Let's get what we're talking about, Raj. Bam Bam at the end had that big respect for the move he had hit, and then as soon as people kind of turn out, he was like out. He's like, nope, I don't want that right now. I don't want that.
What I'd like to see is that Pete just make an opening. Chomp at the legs a little bit. Make Bam Bam just lower his shield about a ½ inch and then blast through that defense and put him on that wall. And take his time. He has all the time in the world.
Because Bam Bam's going to have to keep him. He just can't walk up to Pete and do whatever he wants. He's going to have to position, work for it, expend all this energy. If Pete just staves off, locks in, he's going to be good.
Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And Hammond, are you ready for some more action? Start fight.
Round 2, here we go. Let's see if Pete Mo retires another competitor in the second round.
Oh, bold but accurate.
Yeah, that's what we're going to look right there. See how Bam Bam dropped that shield and he did it again. Every time Pete kind of feints, that shield drops. Feint low, go high, blast through that defense.
Invitation right in this area.
It's there.
He's trying.
A shield jab there.
So now Pete's going to have to use a lot more of that groundwork. Like as we talked with Guy, talking about boxing, he needs to corner him and corral him where he wants him, because otherwise Bam's just going to try to keep on slipping out.
And you see Bam Bam's shoulders slipped off on the bottom strap. It's still good to go as long as the top strap stays on. I believe it's his sword arm that the bottom strap.
Good eye, good eye. Very true.
What does that feel like when the sword hits your shield? Are you absorbing that in the forearm?
It depends where it's at.
Yeah, it depends on how hard they hit. And, okay, that's what we want. You need Pete. Bam Bam's lifting his arm up. Pete's got to shoot underneath that for another hook.
But to answer your question more, it depends on so they have a punch shield. There's also a little heavier, so it absorbs a lot of the impact. When you have the buckler and you can feel that right in the gauntlets. It depends. But Pete's getting tired.
Yeah.
Pete's getting tired. Once again, also, he had pneumonia.
Yeah, this is where that medical condition comes into play.
Yeah. But like Michael Jordan would say, you got to play through that round. You got to keep going.
Yep. And again, Bam Bam's lifting his head high. I know Pete's tall, but if he gets that underhook, Bam Bam won't even be touching the ground once he lifts him up off the ground. So,
to be fair, Jordan's flu game did not involve wearing 50 pounds of armor.
This is true. This is true. I can only imagine. Oh, see out.
And right in front of us now.
Right there. See his sword going through bar that. Leg strikes. Seeing Pete's posted up there. Nice there. Hit the listen to the groin. It was up above. He's still trying to trip him up as he walks away. No free breaks. He's telling him, watch out. That was kind of a low knee.
You are far braver than I, by the way. When the action comes right in front of us and a sword could go through the cage, you're like leaning in and I'm like, I'm back on 2 legs on the chair.
That's all right. The veteran skills or maybe the lack of self-preservation, I don't know.
And there you see the second round. Kind of ends with both fighters almost a little bit resigned to fatigue. And when you have a Titanweight bout, that's bound to happen. A lot of heavy action, but then you need time to, catch your breath as we look at the replay here of the second round.
And as you can see, Bill Woodbury right now is at 270, but with this kit, he's probably about 320. He got Pimo at 320 without the armor. Then his kit maybe goes about to maybe 370. He's trying to chase him around and keep him where he wants him during that whole part. The sword strikes, each time you're throwing, that's where he posts up, gets him right where he wants him, and now he's trying to decide where he's going to work. But Bill's holding on to the sword, not letting it go. Yeah, that was the knee. That was the knee.
Yeah, and Ricky was smart to step in and make sure, because Ricky's knees Pete's knees aren't getting high enough.
No.
So you got to stop that. So, and we got our sky cam coming in, zooming across.
Love it.
Sweet new addition to the family, adding a little drone action to the night.
Nice.
Both of these fighters have to really think strategically about how they approach this round, because thus far it looks like it's going to go to points. Obviously, anything could change in the third round. But you can't rely on, I just did something in one round, because this was pretty evenly matched coming in.
Yeah. And really, we just got to see, the fight will be determined who hits the ground in this round. Honestly, like, if whoever ends up on top on the ground in the last few seconds is going to end up probably winning.
Especially if they're doing good, solid hits as they're going on, getting those points. It's going to be the unanswered points. Even if they stay up the whole time, and it's like 2-to-1 hits, 1-to-2 hits. That's where you have the exchanges where you can't just tie. You can go, and Pete Mo has to be ahead
Fighter number 1, are you
if he
ready?
wants to win.
Fighter number 2, are you ready? And who's ready for the final round? And start fight.
Nice,
All
show that
right.
respect.
Third and final round. It's the number 1 Titan weight, Pete Mo, against Bam Bam Woodbury.
Bam's moving real nice. He was telling me before, he's like, I'm going out for a jog every day, and it's showing in this cardio.
Yeah. He's on his back heels, though, and there he is. There he is. Like I said,
Grip of the leg takes him down, and now Pete Mo.
But he's not getting, oh, that's a good point. That's from the groin. Bam's doing a really good job at denying.
And Pete's
There
using
you go,
all
there
that
you go.
energy.
Yeah.
That was an amazing leg sweep there.
Oh, yeah, actually, and that's
That
what we
was
talked
super
about. You just give him a little tip, you give him a little insides to say tip, any one part, and then you just push. And the armor does the rest with you, and the gravity and the fatigue.
You know, and that's the first, I believe that's the first takedown we've seen all night that didn't involve wrapping the arms around the opponent and just using the lower body.
Yeah.
That trip takedown maneuver.
No, it's absolutely amazing.
And it's smart. I mean, if Bam Bam's going to step on his heels, he's not on the balls of his feet when he's retreating either. You know,
No.
stepping on his heels. If he's going to keep putting that weight back, take out behind him. You know,
You have to.
Pete right now has the opportunity to get him against that wall.
Yes.
He's so close to that wall. If he drives in, it's
There he
done.
goes. He's
there
doing
it
that
is.
one, he gets a hand on
Yep.
you,
Yep.
and then he puts you to the red.
And then, you know,
Nice
something
sword
that Mo's done a couple times earlier is when he pushes you against the cage wall, he just kind of like sprawls his body again and even rotates a little bit. So you don't have that head-on. If you're on defense, you don't have that head-on shot against him to try and fight out.
Nope, everything's angles. 45's in, 45's out. Bam Bam's just at this point, he's like, I'm just fighting. Ooh, his shield has
Shield
seen a
go
lot of
flying.
different faces.
30 seconds winners.
That shield has seen combat from all over the world.
Ooh.
They're just
You
going
can
at it.
see.
He's got to get that defense back up, though, because Bam Bam's going to store on some points. If these hits are hard enough, they might call it good points.
That's the hard part of the judges, and he's on the way out. He has to keep his hands out. Hands up. Same as boxing, hands up on the way out, but it's hard.
They're just kind of let that one. It's amazing to think
trying.
you could just let someone throw a sword to your head.
Yeah, the armor works. It's so crazy. They try nice sword strikes.
Fighters to your corners.
Great fought by both of them. They are both tired.
Yeah.
As Mickey said with King Aspire, they burn it down to the ground. They won't leave anything left standing. You can see in Pete Mo's eyes, he has given all he has at this moment.
We will find out the judge's decision as we take a look at some of the replay action here.
We have one more fight after this. One more fight.
Here's Pete Mo with that ground and pound game after the trip takedown.
Solid defense, though, by Bam Bam. Honestly, like, holding that much weight up the ground, man. Like,
Not easy at
it's
all.
crazy.
And that part, you either have to lock out to do that, because as soon as you let that down, you're going to have all that pressure on your stomach. So it's such a pressure up lockout. Same thing, if you strip to the left, strip to the right. Otherwise, you just let it go.
This is where you see that absolute fatigue kicked in that final minute of the round.
Yeah.
But
and that veteran experience too. Like, I mean, he knows the game. Bam Bam knows, and he was picking them apart, getting all those tiny little points racked up. He may have gotten.
yeah, very interesting to see where this one goes because both of these fighters, it was very evenly matched from start to finish. Let's see where this ends up.
Definitely deserving of being the fight before the title fight.
Sure.
Or the
co-main.
Yes, the main.
All right, let's find out from Mickey who wins this one.
3 exhausting rounds. Your winner is Woodbury.
And Bam Bam picks up the victory, knocking off the one-ranked Pete Mo, the number 1 ranked Titan weight Pete Mo. That's a huge victory for Bam Bam.
Yeah, huge upset. I want to get Pete Mo full strength again and send him again.
Oh, yeah.
Send it. You know?
That's something, one of those ones you want to see it again. You want to run that through the numbers.
Sure.
But there's so many variables that happen. It's not making excuses. It's just the real deal.
Yeah.
Harrigan to a booming baseline enters the arena as the #1 ranked middleweight and also the winner of the super welterweight crown. #1 rank in both weight classes, fighting as a middleweight tonight. He has so many accolades.
Fighter number 2, from Muscatine, Wisconsin, it's Jordan Rank.
And Jordan Rank is his opponent.
The big thing that Jordan brings to the table now is the brown belt in judo. Judo's a great sport to know for armored combat, and it'll absolutely upset your grappling game. So if you think you're going to hang on to him and not get tossed, we'll see. We'll see how that goes tonight.
As we take a look at the tail of the tape, brought to you by Icon Tattoo of Tennessee, 175-pound middleweight fight. But what this tail is not telling you is the amount of awards and accolades to Adam Harrigan's name. Check this out. 2022 HME Nationals Middleweight Pro Fight Champion. ACS Nationals Middleweight Pro Fight Champion 2022. ACS Nations 5v5 Gold Medal 2020, 21, and 22. Buhar World League Gold Cup 5v5 Gold Medal 2023. IMCF Gold Medal 5v5, 10-10, 16v16 2024. That is your #1 ranked Adam Harrigan.
It just keeps on going.
To introduce the fighter, wearing the blue tabard, your super welterweight title holder is Adam Harrigan. And his opponent, wearing the black and yellow tabard, it's Jordan Rank!
And the Wisconsin product gets a little bit more love here from the Chicagoland crowd.
The fighters have agreed to 3 2-minute rounds. If you're taken to the ground, you'll be stood up after 15 seconds. No illegal strikes, defend yourselves at all times, and obey the referee at all times. Fighters, do you agree to these terms?
Then touch tips, head back to your corner.
Harrigan, you know, you talk about like how people get into fighting. We talked about how Bam Bam was playing D&D. Harrigan was a larger.
Fighter number 2, are you ready? And are you ready for this final match of the evening? And start fight.
When people talk about sword fighting, like, it doesn't matter where you come from. It's where you've learned that skills and get in there. I don't care if it's lightsabers, LARPing, foam sword, anything. Now they're here in the cage, slinging steel, and the champ is out for blood.
Main event underway. It's the #1 Adam Harrigan against the #5 Jordan Rank in this middleweight clash. Raj Nation, Spencer Waddell.
Huge throw right off the bat. That's that judo right there.
And Rank takes down Harrigan and uses a headbutt now. And now he's using the sword as he gets back up onto his feet and the shield.
Wants blood. He wants
Right
blood.
at him again. Look at Rank go.
This is the part where you can't sleep as the king. Not saying Adam is sleeping here, but he's coming after them. You have the crown on your head. This is not a title fight, but you're still showing the world what you can do. And Adam's like, you look at his face now, he's like, all right, okay.
That's right. Yeah, when I fought Adam, like my grapple game was not up to par, and I worked 2 months straight trying to catch up with Adam. Man, it's hard to take him down, but Jordan's ranked judo is insane, so I really was excited to have this matchup happen.
This is a potential title fight in the future.
Yeah.
Nice work. So you see that explosive energy. Adam's still thinking about looking for moves. There's a lot of the jockey for position.
Nice underhook right there.
Nice underhook.
If you're Harrigan, you got to find a way to either trip the leg or just almost like push Rank off of you to get yourself away from the cage.
Just like so. It's like you have the controller there. You're trying to do that part. And Adam's just seeing, he's observing. You don't want to run away from the cage either, because that's when you get those trips that we saw her before.
Right.
30 seconds.
Now, in traditional MMA, a fighter does have the ability to kind of like stomp the foot in a situation like this. Can you do that in armored MMA?
Not in this one. We don't promote stomping to the top of the feet. With all that weight going on, if you were to use a heel, that you can break bones like 100%.
And actually, it's more of an exposed heel against steel.
Yes.
So even the person delivering it might actually be on the worst receiving end.
There's a lot of those. So that's, he shoved him down. We talked about the hole, pushing him off. Now he needs, but then he pushed off of it, so he shoved through. Rank is now on top. Going from above. Adam is in trouble, and he's blocking, getting those hits for stopping fights. But that was an amazing exchange, as we talked about, from one to another to another.
Look at that. Harrigan takes down Rank. Rank counters from the ground. Rank then lands some ground and pound. Harrigan's
coming
got
behind.
to be re-strategizing now heading into the second round.
That one, if I was a judge, I'm saying about 10-9. That one could almost be a 10-8 at that part. It really depends.
And there you see Rank here come back around on the counter and able to land those shield jabs.
Yeah, but you're starting seeing that. Adam's framing up all right on that one.
Yeah.
But really, Adam's a lefty, and he's great at sniping people, so he racked up a lot of points until Jordan finally busted through and was able to take him down. It's hard.
Yeah. All of this is hard. So hard. There's so much chess.
I fought both of these guys, and the big thing is Adam's slick. He's one of the slickest takedown artists, especially for his weight class. And then you got Jordan, who never gives up on a takedown. Every takedown, he's full crank. Full go.
As you can see in that last exchange where he got taken down, he just kept on going until he was on top.
Absolutely. So when I think of like good people to emulate for training in this sport, would 100% be Jordan Rank. He's doing all the things that all the best MMA fighters are doing out there, mixing calisthenics, mixing plyometrics, all that stuff like that. He's always hitting all those different things, and then still working on his skills. Yeah. You know, I'd love to see him like improve a little bit on his sword work and stuff like that. But like if he could throw you to the ground, beat you.
Who needs to? Yeah. But it would add that to the game to where he'd have almost no flaws. Someone comes up against him and you're like, well, he's got a great ground game, he's got a great stand-up game. Where do I start getting your way is fixing his armor. Right.
Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And are you ready for the second round?
And the crowd is ready.
And start fight.
Round
So
2.
is Jordan Rank.
Main event, Adam Harrigan, Jordan Rank, the 1 seed against the 5 seed, middleweight clash here at Armored MMA from the Hammond Civic Center in Hammond, Indiana.
Listen to the crowd. They were getting into it. They were just absolutely.
Oh, good seatbelt from Adam there.
And then you
To
see
pop out of there.
the tug of the helmet there on Rank.
Oh man,
Nice, really power generation, really quick turn. Making sure the judges see it. Also, it's ringing. Just trying to get that takedown. Nice step out from Adam Harrigan.
really what I see Jordan doing really well is making sure the hips are taken out from underneath Adam. He's really pinning him against the wall. Even in his sprawls, they're going to not be able to generate power to get out of that or even counter throw. But
Now we've got
a
Armor failure, I believe.
buckle came loose.
Quick minute to repair, or he'll be penalized.
They'll use the leather tie to refasten it.
Yep, it might just have come off. Because sometimes you're working on things.
yeah.
Oh, but no, it broke, so they're
Duct
taping
taping.
it out. They're using some athletic tape, getting it through.
Fighter has repaired his armor in less than a minute. He will not be penalized. Armor failure 1.
And some people are like, well, why don't you do a full armor repair? It can take a lot of different things. Oh, nice sword strike off there. We talked about the sword work. That was a great offside mole. Jordan's trying to get him up against that wall.
Yeah. And these shield shots that Rank is able to pull are just, there's just so much force behind them. And now Harrigan pressing Rank up against the cage for really, about the first time we've seen in this fight.
He's kind of steering him around. Rank has to watch out. If he's extending his right leg really far, if Harrigan sees that and just pulls it and hooks it, he's going to be in trouble.
You're looking at the armor difference here.
Oh, nice spinning back fist. And get out. Clean hit, then move. Nice little style points, little panache.
30 seconds.
This is where, nice slip. Oh, but nice elbow poke. Crazy throw. He's reaching over to make sure to block the hits.
Yeah.
There's not a lot he can do at this point. He needs to try to suffer his energy and turn around.
They might separate him
awareness
just go,
by
but
Rank.
they're going to keep it going until
And then
All right,
it depends on the judges with that one if they're getting those little slaps. It's still enough force and power, but it depends.
Yep.
But that great, I want to see the replay of that later.
All right, they're back at it. Final seconds.
Ooh, that sparks.
It's
metal flies.
Fighters, do your work.
Actual sparks flying from metal meeting metal.
Yep, that's what you get to see. Sometimes when that happens to you, you smell it, you're kind of like, smells like burning. Yeah.
All right, so here's that replay.
Yeah, good shield
we'll
play,
get to
good
see it
aggression.
again.
I would love to see this be a championship fight, honestly.
I think it's going to be.
Jordan's got to fight his way through the ranks,
Yeah, I think he's going
get back
to.
a championship later. But nice seatbelt from Adam. That's what he's got to be doing. He's got to pop his hips under Jordan. Jordan's a meatball, though. Man, he's strong. He power lifts, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Like I said, Bohemian Monk.
Yeah.
He's training in the mountains. He's doing all these things. He's training his body, mind, and soul. Okay, so this is the one I think it's going to see.
Well,
They
we're going to
break
see
up.
probably the spinning back fist first from
spinning back fist.
Actually hit right underneath the armor, too.
Oh, that sucked. That's why it was good.
man.
And he got out.
Yeah.
Jordan kind of like, oh, okay.
But here's the spin into the throw. It was like an
He
Ippon
turns on the elbow,
Sainagi.
then he gets it.
Oh
Then he
my
gets
God,
that,
yeah.
reaches under, does that throw, absolutely thinking now that's a situation. He's like, well, crap. Puts his arm over to block the hits. And try to decide, because at that point you don't want to turn around. You would want to try to move around, but then the armor's going to get stuck. That's the thing where it's not just an MMA fight where you're just body on body. You can just slip.
Yeah, I fought both of these guys, man, and I tell you what, this is probably the hardest fight going on right now. These guys are insane.
But this is exactly what we want to see for the sport of MMA. People
And
rise to
a
the
main
occasion.
event.
Final round. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And then, are you ready?
This place is electric.
Start fight.
Final round of the main event. It's the number 1 ranked Adam Harrigan against the number 5 Jordan Rank in his middleweight main event clash at Armored MMA here from the Hammond Civic Center in Hammond, Indiana. It's anyone's game as we hit this 3rd round.
This is the last fight for Ricky Ray Young to make sure everyone gets home safely, so you can see him looking in, watching. And look, we talk about Rank being number
shield
5.
punch.
He's fighting like number 2 right now from number 1.
Rank trying to
Nice takedown by Harrigan. They dropped their weapons, it looks like. This is time for Harrigan to pull through.
Harrigan doing that nice hammer strike with the pommel. If you remember from his championship fight, he was doing that to the back of Pinedo. Same
Nice.
thing.
Asai.
Nice.
Rank able to get back to his feet before the 15
He's
second
following with this.
allotment.
Rank is tired. He's got to dig deep.
We haven't seen either of these guys in the ring since November.
Oh,
Their training, man, is insane.
Look at that turn. Oh, my God. That was the power move. That was the extra rep doing that when you're tired. That's what got him through on that.
There's Jordan Rank standing punches to a grounded Harrigan.
Adam needs to do either snap those sword strikes or punch up. But those were unanswered points right there to the body while in a dominant position. Those are good points.
Yeah, and there's other versions of the sport, where we do team fighting, we do duels and stuff like that. So sometimes if you get occupied, like fighting in like team fights and stuff, it'll shift your training away from this. This on its own is its own sport compared to all the other armored combat that's out there. So nice punch.
He turned on, he got punched in the face, and then was still composed enough to say, I know where your legs are.
Yeah.
But now he's not doing anything with
Yeah,
it.
Rick is going to stand him up if they're not active, so.
But I don't blame him. I don't blame him. You just got rocked. And you were still able to grab.
Looks like the timer's just a little bit off. You do have 30 seconds left.
Understood. Wow.
30 seconds, fighters.
All right, they'll get back to their feet here in the final 30 seconds.
Nice pushing off. Harrigan's trying to answer. Rank saying no. He's shoving in the face, breaking his posture. Still gets him.
Another
That's
takedown
rough.
by Rank. That's you're in a bad way if you're Adam Harrigan.
And this might end it, too.
If he gets those knees, he just needs to get some either hammer strikes, knees, some points.
10 seconds, fighters.
Last 10
He's got to do something.
seconds.
He's got to do something. He's trying to think about that knee. He doesn't have to move it. He's
There's
just
going to
taking
be
the
a
point.
count off.
It's going to be close.
So they're going to have about, I'd say,
5
5 seconds
yeah.
standing here.
You just see that.
5 seconds,
If you're Harrigan,
fighters.
you guys got to charge at him, basically.
Yeah.
And there
Nice
you
side
see.
kick. There. Adam's tired.
And stop line, stop line.
That is the end of the fight.
I don't know what to say on this, but all I have to say is the Bohemian Monk went to the top of the mountain, fought the king on that level, and we're going to see who walks away with this.
That was standing O from the audience. Oh my goodness. We made it through another fight night, our first fight night outside of Tennessee.
Fantastic. I can't wait to hear what the judges have to say. That was a killer fight.
Some of the recap here from that round 3 action.
Yeah, nice little trip there by Adam, but he just didn't quite capitalize, and he got his arm pinned against the wall.
Right.
But talking about great positioning, because if this was up against the cage, this would be a whole nother story.
Yeah.
But that's how it goes.
Yeah. Nice again, it's not bad strategy.
No.
Honestly, it was really good.
See him striking. At no point is Jordan Rank saying you just got away. He's following him. He's trying to get more sword strikes. He's trying to get the points. Turns around.
Throws. Yeah.
Nice throw. Adam Harrigan propped up against, trying to see if he could push. He's tired. Oh, that was a great fight.
We saw a lot of action. Now we're going to find out. Is Harrigan
the entirety of this
walking away the winner, or is it
on their
Rank?
feet? What a great match.
Hammond Civic Center on their feet. Let's send it to Mickey now for the decision.
After 3 rounds, your winner of the final match of the evening is Jordan!
Picks up the W. The number 5 ranked Jordan Rank takes down the top dog in the middleweight class.
Like I said, he was there training, putting in the work. Went up to the mountain as fifth. This is the offsets you can have in MMA. People are working hard, just like Mickey said. They were in there putting in work. And sometimes you're putting in more work than your opponent. And then you walk away with the win.
Jordan Rank with the upset victory in our main event here at Armored MMA. We saw an amazing night of action from top to bottom. And from the Hammock Civic Center in Hammond, Indiana. For Mickey Gallus, for Spencer Waddell, I am Raj Nation. You have been watching Armored MMA. We thank you for tuning in. We will see you next time. Good night, everybody.